Hi everybody. I hope you got to watch the cool science experiment video we did last week with the lava lamps. My kids thought it was pretty cool. We did it again. Tonight I'm going to read you a story. It's called Splat the Cat, Oopsie Daisy. I don't know if you've been outside lately, but there are a lot of different things happening. It's gotten a little bit warmer. There's flowers growing, trees are getting leaves, yellow stuff called pollen everywhere. My little boy likes to pick all the flowers in the yard and bring them to me. So we're going to read a book about Splat the Cat. Looks like they're trying to grow something in the flower pot. What do you think they're trying to grow? I wonder. Let's read and find out. Splat the Cat, Oopsie Daisy. It was almost springtime. The weather was getting warmer, but the sky was still gray and rainy. Splat thought being stuck inside was a waste of a Saturday afternoon. Gets kind of boring when you're stuck in the house, especially when it's raining. Splat perked up when a sopping wet Seymour scurried into his room. Seymour was carrying a weird-looking seed. "Where'd you get that?" asked Splat. "What kind of seed do you think it is?" Could be from anything. A flower, a tree, a bush, maybe an apple seed. Seymour held the seed up and stared at it. Then he shrugged again. "I wonder what kind of seed it is," said Splat. "It could be anything." He's inspecting it. Well, there's only one way to solve this mystery. Seymour, let's see if we can make it grow. If he wants to make this flower grow, where do you think he's going to put it? Maybe the freezer? Or under his bed? Let's see. "I think we need to plant it first," Splat said. "But I've never planted anything before. Do you know how to plant a seed?" Seymour shrugged. Do y'all know how to plant a seed? Do you remember what you need? "Okay then, let's go to the library to find out," Splat announced. Splat is going to the library. He's going to find some information. Splat and Seymour walked straight to the library to look for a book about gardening. The only problem was that there was so much information. Splat wanted to grow one seed, not a whole field of corn. After staring at the shelves for a long time, Splat finally asked the librarian. She was happy to help him find the perfect book. It said A Cat's Guide to Plants and Potting by Jack Tabby. The book said the first step was getting a pot and filling it with soil. Not all the soil landed in the pot. Splat! He made a little bit of a mess there. Next, Splat planted the seed in the dirt. He set the flower pot on a sunny windowsill. Then he watered the soil. Not all of the water went into the pot. So do you think what he planted is going to grow? He gave it soil, which is like dirt. He's trying to give it water. And he gave it sunlight. Splat checked his flower pot every day. He hoped and hoped for any sign of a sprout. He wondered what kind of plant it was. Maybe the seed would grow into a wild garden of roses. Or maybe the seed would grow into a tree as tall as the sky. Splat couldn't wait to see what grew. He sang to the seed, he read to it, and told it stories. For 2 whole weeks, Splat waited and waited for the seed to do something. Oh man, I wonder if he's going to be able to grow anything. Splat was ready to give up. Maybe the seed would never sprout. Feeling terribly disappointed, he watered the soil one last time, just in case. The dirt in the pot shifted a little when Splat added water. A tiny green sprout sprang up. Splat cheered loudly, but quickly shut his mouth. He didn't want to scare the little plant back into the soil. During the next week, the sprout grew a few straggly leaves. Splat was thrilled when a few days later a little bud appeared at the top. See, the top there's a little bud. The next day the bud opened and a bloom blossomed. It wasn't a wild jungle plant, or a many-colored rose, or a tall tree. It was a flower, a little daisy, and Splat knew just who to give it to. Who do you think he's going to give it to? Maybe he'll give it to Seymour. Seymour's the one that found it. Let's see. Aw, I love it, said Mom. It's the most special flower ever. Splat smiled and hugged his mother. I grew it myself, Splat said, with a little help from Seymour. That was very sweet of him to give that to his mom. So if you find a seed and you want to plant it, you have to remember it needs soil, which is dirt, water, sunlight. You could put it in a windowsill. Well, I hope you enjoyed the story, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.